Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Argina Abundance, and I help side hustlers and aspiring entrepreneurs create multiple income streams and take action. And in today's lesson, we're talking about accountability. So, accountability is so important in your just in life in general because it'll help you go to the next level. It definitely will. Without accountability, I feel like a lot of us wouldn't get much done because there will be no one holding us accountable. No one there at the end of the day to say, hey, you didn't show up for this. So I feel like accountability is extremely important. And actually, I thought I did, unless I'm going crazy. I know I wrote notes on what to talk about exactly, but we're just going to go off the dome like I've done before. So accountability. So we need accountability in all the areas of abundance that we're trying to create. So that goes for health, that goes for business or career, and that goes also for your relationship slash personal life, whatever your goals are there. So as far as accountability for our health, which is something I want to get more accountability in personally. So what I'm doing personally is there's a lot of things you can do, but personally, I'm going to start doing group classes. Me and my aunt are going to start going to go work out or whatever, and we'll have I like to do cycling is really fun. That's one exercise class I really like, or any movement class like Zumba, stuff like that. And also I want to start scheduling walk dates with my friend. Just scheduling out physical activity could be a great thing, and also doing challenges. So actually starting this week, I'm just going to profess it to you guys, being that I didn't profess it to anybody else because I just came up with this last night. This week I'm actually going to do I'm leaning towards just fruits and veggies, like a vegan type diet. I just want to do kind of a reset because I kind of have fallen off. I mean, I was doing the 1 meal a day. I did good with that, especially through the month of March, but now it's time to kind of reset. I was allowed to eat pretty much anything during that fasting period. So I think I really don't get hungry till later anyway, but I think I'm going to just do basically fruits and veggies. I'm just eliminating meat. So I would just say we're eliminating meat, and we're just going to do fruits and veggies and like pretty much a vegan type style for the next 7 days. So I guess you will be my accountability partner, since I haven't discussed it with anybody else yet, but they will know because when they're like, hey, let's do this, I'm like, I can't eat that. I'm vegan this week or whatever. And actually people in my life, being that I do these kind of challenges and stuff all the time, they're like, oh, here she goes again. So actually it wouldn't come as a surprise to them. So accountability and health, what else do we have? So we have the vegan diet, or let's say if you want to do intermittent fasting, you can incorporate that. Also drinking your water, taking your walks. Another form of accountability that we can mix in is taking walks with a friend. We have to just have it, or the best form of accountability you could do for your health. I know that's going to sound crazy, but a personal trainer. I never actually had one, but that will definitely keep you accountable. Now they will get you right. So a personal trainer would really, I don't know, Austin, it looks like there's 5 people in here, but I don't know what it says on your end because YouTube has kind of lag, but that's not important. What's important is, we're talking about accountability today, and in the different, areas of our life. So we're talking about health right now, and we're just talking about how we can incorporate more accountability into our health. Like, what can we do to have that support to make sure we're on our goals? Thanks for liking the live. Have that support to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm thinking group classes, because once when I used to do the group classes, it used to be nice, and you get to know the instructor and the different people there. Maybe you meet a friend or something, or you already start off with somebody. But even if you go alone, it's great to go to group classes because they see you every week and they start to be like, hey, where were you? You know what I mean? That's a little form of accountability. Even though they won't really pressure you, depending on the people, they won't really pressure you if you don't show up, but they will be, they'll be asking about you and stuff. So that just kind of, you build those connections there, and you want to start working out more. So just whatever you can get in. Also, like I said, I wanted to start scheduling like walk dates. I feel like I fell off of my walking too. I mean, yeah, I have the walking pad here, but yes, aliens are always watching. That's why I said hopefully they do return the orb. But anyway, so walking is something else I want to incorporate into the accountability situation. So I'm thinking maybe I can schedule like a walk date weekly with my one friend. We like to go for a walk, me, her, and her daughter. So I'm thinking about incorporating that. But what can you do? Like maybe group classes, like I said, walking, just whatever holds you accountable for your goals. So any kind of things that have a community attached to it, you can kind of be like, okay, I want it. So, and also if you tell a lot of people, you're more likely to stick to it. Just tell them up front. Like I be telling my family, since I'm about to be doing this 7-day vegan cleanse or whatever, I'm going to be telling them like, yeah, I can't eat that. I can't do this. I can't do that. So it should be interesting. So that's good for health. So just figure out ways you can incorporate that. Now, personal trainer, like I said, will be at the top. But then we have, if you want to just go something more low key, maybe group classes, group exercise classes, like I said, walk dates, anything like let's just go walk in the park and talk and gossip or whatever with your girls, whatever you can. So yes, yeah, let me see. I'm going to block that weirdo. Okay. Anyway, what else? So we have our personal goals. So accountability and, of course, our financial goals will be much better. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Financial goals will be a lot, I think, easier to build that accountability with, because you got to have those goals to people can see it, especially as like a content creator or anything that you're trying to do online. Like I said, we got the 30 days of abundance where I have to pretty much post every day for 30 days. We have this abundance activation where I'm telling you, hey, Monday through Friday I'm going to be here. It's supposed to be 9 o'clock a.m., but depending on how my schedule works. Oh yeah, speaking of that, tomorrow I'm going to be here. I thought all right, there we go. I think he's going now. Anyway, I don't, he's obviously an avid drug user. That's on him. Congratulations. Anyway, so financial, whatever you want to do, it depends. If you have goals of becoming, like if you're on this channel, you probably want to do something in the lines of like content creation or something where you're showing up and publishing. So it just depends on your goals, and depending on what you want to do, you got to have accountability. So say if you want to do self-publishing, which is great way to start, you would maybe get into a group with different authors who like say, hey, we're going to write a chapter a day, and have somebody check in on you. So we have coaches, which is great, accountability partners, just like, hey, did you get your chapter written? Send it over. That would be actually really good for self-publishing. What else can we do? Say if you have an e-commerce store and you're supposed to be listing products or selling products live or doing some kind of marketing, you can kind of get that accountability partner, and you can be like, hey, did you do your listings today? Like I have that listing party every Wednesday with my aunt where we just sit down and we focus on listing our products on eBay. Without that, I probably would be procrastinating on it. So that accountability is really important there. So financial ones is more easy, especially if you have a job. That's maybe your finances. Obviously, you're going to show up there and be held accountable if you don't show up because you'll lose your job. Now, entrepreneurship, it might be a little bit harder, but you definitely can create those communities. And remember that I do have abundance accountability at 8. It's every Tuesday at 8 o'clock that we meet, and we basically discuss our goals and then we go over the receipts if you met the goals or not, and we go from there. And also coming up is going to be the Abundance Activation Membership. This is crazy. I know I had some notes, but we're going to go off the dome. Everybody dome. It's all good. That's what happens. I feel like all these things happen, all these reasons why we can't show up, but here we are. So anyway, we have also the Abundance Activation Membership. That is definitely coming soon. It's not launched yet, but it's like we're going to be encompassing all the things in abundance, as far as there's going to be a book club once a month. We're going to focus on reading one book once a month. And you know what? Being that I kind of struggle with reading the physical books, it could be either you listen to an audio book or we're reading the book and then we'll just discuss it. Also, the weekly accountability meetings that will be tied into it, so it won't be like a separate course like Abundance Accountability. So we'll have the weekly accountability meetings in that group. We'll have live listing parties where we're all doing listings. If you're doing self-publishing, I guess you can just work on your chapters or whatever, work on writing. It depends on what it is, because there's multiple income streams you could be working on. And also access to future books that I publish, all of them, and then 50% off all my courses going forward. So yes, definitely we're going to be working on that. So that's another form of accountability. And there's also other ones, obviously, you can get into. There's a lot of coaches online. Also, I offer coaching, but there's a lot of coaches online you can get that accountability with. If you schedule some coaching sessions and they check in and you know they make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. But we all need that. I have coaching. I have multiple accountability groups, not only just with my aunt on the Wednesdays for listing, but I also have accountability groups online. I think I'm in 3 right now, where we're doing different things, like, and we're expressing our goals, and then after that we're following up to see if we met them. So yeah, it's no game out here. So you definitely got to get those forms of accountability in both health and, I guess, relationship as well, and career or financial. Woohoo, little boy, you blind. Okay. What else? Let me see. It's okay. Yeah, dang, they coming for me today. They are coming for me today. But I love it here. I guess as my channel grows more, the more haters I'm going to get. So it's something I won't get used to. But I usually leave haters on the. It depends. They usually leave haters on there, but it is what it is. Let's see. But yeah, I can't believe that I lost that accountability. What else can we talk about accountability? So yes, make sure to check out the Abundance Accountability at 8 and go from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this lesson today. But tomorrow, let's see what time. I'm gonna have to be on here early because I got work. And how do I? If it's just hitting, I gotta learn how to really report. Okay. I had to make sure I get these people blocked and reported. All right. What else? I think that's pretty much it, but it's just wild that I lost my whole lesson for today. I thought I read it what's it called? Wrote it out, but apparently I did it. But yes, let me know in the comments below what kind of accountability that you're going to incorporate after this live. Let me know what kind of accountability you're going to incorporate after this live. As far as health, are you going to start doing your work dates? Are you going to start, doing your listing parties, whatever it is, to make sure you're going forward? Or are you going to pronounce to your channel or to your followers or your audience, if you have one, what you want to do going forward? So Yes, just make sure whatever you do in life, you incorporate that accountability so you can get to your goals faster. Because if we just keep, I know people say move in silence, which is great. It depends on what it is. I mean, you don't have to express everything, but when you have that accountability there, and the more people you tell about something, I think you're more likely to kind of reach it, because you're like, oh my goodness, I've told all these people this, I have to show up. So I guess it depends on what the moving in silence you're doing. So yeah, moving in silence can sometimes be hurtful, I think, in a way, because if I was just moving in silence and nobody knew I was coming live today, and I just didn't have no, I started to schedule in that discipline, then I feel like I wouldn't have got up this morning knowing I had to do this live, and I would have just played around. Yep. Yep. It is very early in the morning for a lot of y'all to be so weird. I don't know what it is. I thought, it's 7:30 on a Monday. Y'all are out of control. I just don't understand it. But I guess that's the name of the game. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow at, that's what we was thinking about, what time. So, okay. Because I have a gig tomorrow. With Instawork. I got 2 gigs. I'm working a double shift, y'all. I'm trying to think. We could probably do, let's do 7 a.m. We'll do 7 a.m. because I just got to make sure. I don't really know, but 7 a.m. sounds about right. Thank you, Mr. Soltivo. What else? Yeah, so 7 a.m. tomorrow, and tomorrow we are talking about, let's see what we're talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about deadlines. So we'll be on it. So this will be chapter 6 in Abundance Activation, which is actually a book that I'm in the process of writing. And basically I'm giving you, the look, the video version of the book. And we're going to be talking about all the chapters that's going to be in the book. So yes. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I actually have to go. The reason I had to schedule early today is because I have to go take my car. We'll see what's going on with it. And yeah. So farewell, Cottontail.